Hey, how's it going? Coming at you on a Friday night, although you probably won't see this until Saturday night if you're watching it when it comes out. Otherwise, you'll see it when you see it. But today, I got some stuff in my mind. But before we get into that, drinking a little bit of Calumet 16, kind of a higher end bottle, pricey for sure, but because it's very available, a lot of people don't view it as very special because you can just find it out there. But makes for a great bottle, makes for a great gift. It is good whiskey. 16 years old as far as bourbon goes is quite a bit of age, and that shows through in this. We've had a week on this end. Cheers to you for tuning in. Cheers to making it through. It is good. Really oaky, cherry vanilla. Very good. Yeah, that's good whiskey. It's pricey, but that is good whiskey. This week has been one for the books for us. I have been dealing with a hurt back, which is a huge challenge it was just about debilitating earlier this week. And that's really tough because Aaron currently is without a job after an unexpected layoff, after an acquisition and a big wave of layoffs of employees. So we find ourselves in a little bit of a situation where there's a lot of unknowns in the future. And luckily, we do set ourselves up well, but man, I just find myself not knowing what's next, and I really like to have a level of assurity as to what I can expect. Because if I know what to expect, then I can prepare myself for it. If I don't know what to expect, then almost anything could happen. And I know that's a personal problem based on, just some of the chaos of growing up in the environment that I did and not ever really knowing what to expect in some sense. But truth be told, nothing in this life is guaranteed, and at any moment in time, whatever you have could change like that, whether it be for the better, for the worse. And I didn't even mean to talk about this stuff coming into this video, but it is true. Everything is fleeting. And like my back injury, for instance, I hurt my back. I take for granted my health on a day-to-day basis. The fact that I wake up and just feel good all day long, I'm able to function as a normal human being, I take that for granted. And when that was taken away from me, I really wish that I could just get back to that point. And so I don't know if, I came into this with a different thing I wanted to talk about and immediately went down this path of, I think, just appreciating where you're at and knowing that it's where you're supposed to be right now, regardless of what you think or where you think you're supposed to be, your own expectations you set for yourself. Truth be told, 5 years ago, I had no clue I would be where I'm at right now. 10 years before that, my life looked completely different. Like you're not going to be able to future cast whatever you think your life is going to look like unless you're really good, like exceptionally lucky. Life is full of curveballs for all of us. So, I'm not gonna pull the cliche, live every day like it was your last. I don't do that. I don't think that's a reasonable expectation for most people. Sometimes your day is just a Tuesday, and that's just real life. But I do think it's important to be grateful for where you're at and don't get so fixated on where you think you should be or where you want to go. Like, I've got all these visions in my head of where I want us to go as a husband and wife, as a family, all these things. And when I start fixating on where I want us to go, I become less grateful for where I'm at currently. And then I get caught up in the comparison game a little bit, which is really what I wanted to talk about a little bit today, was comparison. Because I'm a person that believes that a rising tide lifts all ships. But also, I'm someone that if there's something that I'm striving for and someone else gets it, I'm very happy for them, but I wonder why I wasn't able to accomplish that thing as well, you know? I never want to diminish anybody else's accomplishments, but I certainly want those accomplishments that I want for myself. I want those as well. So if those don't come, I'm thinking to myself, why? You know, why not? Why not me? And the problem with that mentality is that it leads to dissatisfaction. And there's no reason, no rhyme or reason at all that I should expect that those things should happen for me. And honestly, truth be told, there's a ton of things that do happen for me, and I'm very grateful for them. But when I start thinking about the things that didn't happen for me, I not only get discontent with where I'm at, but I lose the vision to be thankful for all the things that did happen for me. So I don't know if I'm not going to tell you to start a gratitude journal or anything like that. But I think it's really important to have perspective, and it's really important to know that wherever you're at, there is a plan at play, and you don't get to determine what it is all the time. You can do your best, and you can strive for sure, but you also have to be malleable. You have to be flexible, and you have to know that you can't get so caught up in looking to where you want to go that you start overlooking the things that are right in front of you. Because if you're even watching this, you know, there are ways in which you're blessed and you should be thankful for where you're at in life. I mean, you're watching on a device or a computer or whatever else, you know, not to be cliche again, but a lot of us have a lot more than we need, and we take a lot of that for granted. So yeah, I mean, I'm rambling a little bit today because I'm a little bit disjointed in my thoughts. It's been one of those weeks between my back pain and my back injury and Aaron on the job hunt, and you know, we're kind of bootstrapping this week, and we're hoping for better weeks ahead, but we still have a lot to be thankful for, and it's not okay that we don't acknowledge that. I think it's okay that we do acknowledge that we're in a challenging situation. I'm not saying diminish that at all, but it's not okay that we only focus on that and we're not also having the perspective to realize that there's so many things that we should be grateful for. So hopefully something in there helped you out. I hope you had a good week. I mean, hopefully you had a better week than we did, and hopefully you have a great weekend ahead. Appreciate you for watching this, and I'll be back next week with whatever's on my mind and whatever's on my heart to share with you guys. Cheers and good night.